former speaker, brothers in the city council. You could have said, hey, I've come from a powerful political family and taken this easy. That wasn't the approach you had. You know, you met with every single stakeholder. You called everyone and worked so hard this summer, and you did it the right way, Paul. And I'm so proud to be part of this team and to get to know you a little better this summer, but it's not taking it easy anymore. We saw a glimpse of what the other side can do when they get into power. It's a scary, scary thing, and we don't want to give them the opportunity. So, please call, please volunteer, please come out and get out the vote. Every vote does count. That's Sam Paul belongs to the City Council. Thank you.
Yes, Ron, I hear you. And the taller version of Ron is the other Assemblyman that's been carrying me, knocking on doors. His whole family's been here. I think we've now adopted the Bronstein family, too. Assemblyman Bronstein, get up here.
Thank you. I think as we approach the November election, it's important to remember that this area has been represented by a Republican official in some form or another for about the last 50 years. And when we elect Paul Malone to the City Council, this will be the first time in probably 50 years that we have all Democratic officials all the way up and down the slate. And I think that's very important. If anybody knows, the Republicans still think this is their area. The Republican headquarters is down the block. They think this is their last stronghold. And now with Paul in November, we are on the verge of literally wiping them completely off the map in Queens. And let's make sure we take care of that this November. Thank you very much.
That's a lot of pressure. Wiping them right off the map. Well, we can do it. We have council members, and what have we been saying from the beginning? We're going to need help. So we have our Queens Council delegation here. We have Peter Koo, Mark Weapon, Danny Drum. Mark, you want to say something? Peter, Danny?
Thank you, Paul. I'm Mark Weapon. I am privileged to serve in the City Council in the neighboring district of Paul, just south of here. And I'm looking forward to being a team working together for Northeast Queens. Because I know Paul cares about the things that we care about in this community, and that's family, and that's about protecting our streets, to make sure we have good schools, and our teachers are given the resources they need to do the job that they want to do. Now, there's after-school programs for children after school, so parents who are working 2 jobs can know their kids are safe and learning and continuing to grow. He cares about the things that we care about because he's one of us. He's raising he and his wife are raising their 3 children here in our community. He knows his streets, he knows this area, he knows the values that we care about. And I am delighted to have him as a partner, and together we're hoping to do big things for our area. Thank you so much, Paul. We wish you well, and go out and vote on that Tuesday.
Thank you, Paul. Hi, I'm City Councilman of Peter Koo. I represent Flushing, which is this neighborhood district. We want to support Paul because public service is in his blood. Peter Sr. is the speaker, and his brother Peter also serves in the City Council. So he's already inherited a lot of public service mentality and attitude in his blood. Yeah. So we all have to support him because he represents the middle class here, the property owners, the school children, the parents, the grandparents, the whole community. He is one of us here. So we all have to support Paul along on Tuesday. Don't take things for granted. Some people say, oh, Democrat outnumber 6-1. Don't take things for granted. We have to show a landslide in the election. Make sure Paul won by big margin. So I look forward to work with Paul in the coming year. I'm sure he will be a very good City Council member. Thank you very much.
Peter's got an election too on November 5th, so I need my Peter Koo right next to us. Hey! Thank you, Paul. It's great to be here. So whether we come from Eastern Queens or Western Queens or Middle Queens, everybody's turning out for Paul Malone. And I'm proud to be here with him and to support him. And I look forward to serving in the City Council with him because I know that Paul really represents the values and aspirations of this community. And I can tell you, I used to live here. I used to live in 167 and Crochron Avenue up until about 2002. And then I moved to the district that I now represent. But every so often I come out here to go to Gyro Corner and to go to a few other places as well. But I have to tell you, Paul, When I came out here during the primary, I knew you were going to win because you had the most lawn signs, something we don't have in Jackson Heights, of anybody I've ever seen. Good luck, congratulations, and I know you're on the path to victory.
Thank you, Kenny. You know, surrounding me is my family, and you are all part of my family. And besides the elected officials, what make the Queens County Democratic Party strong are our community groups, our civic leaders, our homeowners, our parents, our supermoms. Everyone that is here is what allows the electeds to stand here, and those who, like me, want to seek office. Costa's running for Astoria, for Democrat, for City Council. Costa, we appreciate you coming out. He was knocking on doors with us. Charlie, did you want to say something quick there, Charlie? Hold on. Charlie wants to say something.
Vote for my dad on November 5th. He's the one who will vote for us, and he will be our next councilman.
Way to go! Himself. Iron Man Patriot.
He didn't on the side, so I don't know.
And I would like my Uncle Pop-Pop to come up here and speak.
Uncle Pete and Pop-Pop, which is our first speaker, my brother. Come on over, guys. Dad, here you are.
I don't think you can say any better than Charlie over here, so, thank you very, very much, Charlie. And just remember, we should have won the primary very big. We only won it by 194 votes. That's because our people stayed home. There's no excuse for that because the others are coming out, folks. They're coming out. They believe that it's going to be a low turnout because our top of the ticket is so far ahead. Don't listen to that at all. Start at the bottom of the ticket. That's where the vote counts, and work your way up. Start right with Paul Valone. Don't forget what Charlie said. That's Magitorians. God bless everybody. Good luck.
Bottoms up. Yes, you will find me all the way at the bottom. My brother Peter, our public safety chair.
Thank you. I learned early, never follow a 6-year-old, so let's keep him Valone in the council. Paul Valone.
Now around me, we are very honored also, as you heard inside, but now outside, we're going to mention this again. We have an opportunity to elect Melinda Katz as our former president. Melinda is here. She spoke inside, but Melinda, to tell everyone else what you just said, Melinda Katz.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to be here with Paul. We know he's going to make a great councilman. I think what's really amazing here is the amount of folks that came from all over the borough of Queens to support Paul. Council members who are in neighboring districts, some close, some far, assembly members far and wide, and other community leaders that know that you need a good partner. You need, if you're a councilman and you're a state assembly member, you're a state senator, you need a good partner. Somebody you can go to who's smart, who's articulate, who's able to negotiate, and who knows how important it is that, as a whole, Queens needs to move forward. And so Paul will be a phenomenal representative in Northeast Queens. We all look forward to working with him every single day for the next 4 years. Please come out and vote. What the speaker said is absolutely true. We're hearing it all over the borough. I go all over the borough and people say to me, oh, what are you worried about? You know, come on, Bill de Blasio is doing well. It'll go down. And the truth is that you need to come out and vote for the entire Democratic ticket. Yep. But in this district, we can start from the bottom. Thank you, Paul. Congratulations.
Yes, bottoms up. Actually, I did see the sample ballot, and I'm way on the bottom. So, and it's almost knee level when you get to see our names. It's a little scary. Now, around me is just about every group, whether it's ethnic, whether it's civic leaders, whether they're moms and soccer coaches, they have Morgandale Soccer, everyone is here. Carol Gresser, one of our great district leaders here. Carol, I saw you, one of our leaders here in the women. God bless you for making it. We appreciate it. Deborah Markow, Devin O'Connor, Joe Feminier, they're all around us. Warren Shriver, Matt Silverstein is here. Phil Hahn, another one of our district leaders. Where are you, Phil? There we are. And it's the district leaders that carry us, obviously here in the district, but they're the local level of our supporters that go up to our elected officials, and then that's what supports the whole county. And that's how we started this off. J.D. Kim and his family. J.D., where are you? We actually played last night in a band. It was J.D., myself, and my brother Peter. I think we kind of rocked it out last night. If you check it out, there are videos surfacing of this great new band that started out at the Korean American Association of Queens, with Paul Yu as the president, and we were honored. My brother received an award last night, and we got to play it, and that was a big, big help. Around us, and also who are supporting us, are critical unions. And this week, Dermot Smith from the United Federation of Teachers is here. Dermot's right behind Chuck Apelian. He said, Paul, why don't you swing by our office? We wanted you to meet a few people. So I said, sure, Dermot, no problem. And I go over to Queens Boulevard, and I go up to the floor, and I open the elevators, and what do I see? More balloon signs than you see here. 3 rooms packed with 50 teachers each. The excitement in the room to say that we are calling every day for Paul Vallone and the family and our community. Because when you call for me, you call for everyone here. Dermot, it was a humbling sight. I came home, my kids hadn't seen me that excited, and I want to personally thank the Teachers Union and all the hardworking teachers in our community. We really do. We have the United Fire Officers Association. Where are they? They are here. The NYPD, the lieutenants, the sergeants, the captains, 1199, 32BJ, you name it, the unions are standing with us. And the only way our elected officials and those who want to seek office can do that is by bringing everyone together. And so humbly, I'll tell you a little quick story of how this all happened. And it started right here. And if you know me, you know my wife, Anna Marie, and my children, Katina, Leah, and Charlie. Here's Rodney. And that's how we got to this point. And Toby, and Ed, and Ron, and Carol, and our leaders told me 4 years ago, Paul, you need to win the support of the community. What did we do? We worked every day and night to see and be heard and fight for our families and fight for our children. And when the decision came for the Queens County Democratic Party, they heard from the entire community that Paul Vallone is our candidate. And that's what Toby told me when we got the endorsement. They said, Paul, they heard us loud and clear, and everyone stood with us, everyone. I want you to know that. And from that day forward, we've grown. And every day we've spread our message. And every night, and there's about 2 or 3 debates every night. And let's hear for my campaign manager, Chuck Apelian, by the way. And my amazing staff that's all around you. And it's not really staff, they're all volunteers. And every day we come to this office, and there are more and more people making phone calls after work. There are children after school saying, I'm calling on behalf of my soccer coach. Can you please vote for Coach Vallone? And there's teachers coming in saying, we taught Paul and his kids. Can you please vote for Paul Vallone? And now it's not just Democrats. It's Republicans. It's conservatives. It's independents. It's everybody. Because we came out of that primary, and every day we got stronger. And every day in this community we've been building. And I'm so proud to tell you that we are just 10 days away from November 5th, everybody. 10 days. And 4 hours and 32 minutes. Because we are carrying. So I need your help. You have gotten this far, but it is clearly not over. I need your help. Please do not leave here without saying, you know, Paul, next Saturday I can help you for an hour. Next Sunday I can make some phone calls. And right here you see the sign-up sheets. And all my volunteers are holding them in the air. Hold them high, everybody. Hold them up. That's it. And you've done it for me in the primary. This crew knows that. But it's not just us. Just go home. Tell your neighbor. Tell your friends. Tell your brothers and sisters saying, hey, what can we do next weekend to help Paul? Send an email. Make a phone call. Remind everyone, because right now it's on our mind, but it may not be on everyone else's mind about Tuesday, November 5th. Why is that important? This council district has not had the representation it deserves. And what happens? Nobody takes us serious down at City Hall, and we're going to make that change because our elected officials are with us. Our community leaders are with us. Our moms and dads are with us. And when we get to City Hall, just like the council members that are here, we can say every neighborhood needs to be heard, especially District 19, right? Let's hear it for District 19. Now, we had a joke about my lawn signs, but that's a very serious thing, by the way, because everywhere people go, you see Paul Vallone. I have more people come up to me saying, who's running against you? That's the greatest question in the world. I don't want anybody to know who's running against us. And we're going to keep it that way, because everywhere I go, honestly, that's what they tell me. Paul, you're doing great. Who's running against you? I said, you're going to have to figure it out. I'm not getting any advertising. And he's not doing that. And when I stand there up at the debates, and like Toby and Ed and I and Ron all said, you make it very, very clear to everyone in the room, what has the candidate done to deserve your vote? That's what we're at. Two people. Someone who works in Nassau County and has received nobody's endorsements, except for one very sore loser in a primary, who made me miss an award dinner from my daughter's soccer team, and I told him that night, big surprise who he's supporting. I will never forget what he did. One person versus thousands of people, all of the unions, all of the community groups. And I stand there, and at every debate he looks at me with a blank face, and I said, what have you done to deserve to stand here? Well, I work in Nassau County. That's great. Stay in Nassau County. We don't need you here. We want this district to be for us, for our children. Right, Angelo? Right, Frankie? Auburndale soccer, Dwarf Giraffe soccer, all the basketball programs. I can name them all. The kids, the parents, the teachers, our ethnic groups, our Jewish communities, our Korean communities, Italian, Greek, Spanish. They're all with us. And we spend every day working with them to bring them in. So, today, this is the final step of the next 10 days. And we're going to work. And we're going to go out into the community. So please, before we leave, stay, mingle, talk. We actually have, at the pizza restaurant next door, which we basically burrowed a tunnel into because we're there every day, they're giving us pizza for today, so don't leave without eating. We're having some drinks, we're having relaxing. Talk about what we can do. Talk about which groups maybe has a meeting coming up this week. Talk about how we can get involved in the next 10 days to help all of us out. Because by voting for me, you're voting for all of us. Because I promise to make you proud. We're very close to doing that. And humbly and very proudly, I want to be your next New York City Councilman, everybody! We want Paul! 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 Thank you, everybody. That's a rally, everybody. That's what we call a rally. You good, Mark?
Good, I'm good.
We're good. All right, so now let's shave. Gino, let's take a picture of everybody. Can everyone come back to me so looking at